Thank you, Chairman, for hosting this hearing, and thank you, Mr. Austin, for being here. The architect of the Capitol is an important job here in Washington, D.C., especially ahead of our nation's 250th birthday. Mr. Austin, you oversee many employees who help preserve and maintain the Capitol grounds and the safety of members, staff, and visitors. This committee appreciates the steps that you have taken to bring stability and organization to the agency. Not only is the Capitol building historic, but it's also an important symbol of democracy all over the world. Managing the upkeep of this building and its grounds is essential to making sure our government is able to function efficiently. As a result of the work of the AOC and its employees, the Capitol continues to provide an enduring and inspiring home for American democracy. Your job is not easy, and we do certainly appreciate all that you've accomplished in the short time you've been in the role. And so my question is, could you please explain what deferred maintenance is and how it's different from your maintenance backlog and how you plan to address both?
That's a long conversation, Congresswoman. I'm happy to have a more in-depth discussion with you, but the short version of that is our maintenance backlog, or identified projects, or deferred maintenance is projects that we've identified, we've scoped, sometimes in some cases designed, and have not yet been funded or have been pushed into future years because of operational or budgetary needs. Maintenance backlog, or deferred maintenance can be, it's everything from the sampling of our mechanical systems to sampling of our plumbing systems, all work the design, and we look at that as in terms of an overall value to the building. But I hesitate to give numbers associated with these because I think it undersells the amount of work that would be required to do so. We've had discussions in the past where numbers have been thrown out that would not be sufficient in order to take care of all of these missions. And just this budget year alone, we have over $600 million of identified projects that we're looking to do. And this exists in a time continuum, so if we don't do those in the present year or current years, they get pushed into future years because none of that work really goes away. It just gets added to future maintenance issues.
So what's your most complicated issue, your biggest challenge, and how can we help you?
So I would say the facilities condition in general, the committee has been very helpful as we've been designing the Rayburn project. I'd say my Rayburn program overall, how we go about it, the means, the methods, the swing space, the phasing, and all that is something that that's my biggest challenge, is to get a firm course of action so that we can start moving forward on that project. As I spoke about earlier, time is of the essence when it comes to that. And it's because as these system failures keep increasing in frequency and severity, that's going to start impacting members of Congress more and more. And I am keen to avoid that, and I'm keen to get ahead of it as much as possible.
And how do you facilitate proactive maintenance in order to prevent reactive maintenance on the Capitol grounds?
So I will say a shout out to my staff, as they do a great job keeping abreast of facility issues as much as they possibly can. Some things that are hidden behind our walls, like our HVAC issues or plumbing, electrical, some of those things don't show up until they show up and we have an issue. But some things where you talk about preventive maintenance with our HVAC systems, preventive maintenance when it comes to some of our plumbing components, they do a great job of doing that. We do over 500,000 work orders a year throughout the Capitol campus. The ranking member spoke about just the plumbing and some of the hydronic issues we have inside campus. It's a constant challenge. We do a great job of tracking it. Our on-time work order is over 95% these days. And we want to make sure that we're staying abreast of those and doing great data tracking, great predictive maintenance by utilizing the feedback systems we have with our maintenance systems.
I think you've been doing a good job, and we're happy to support you.